today's craft, we are doing a +2 wand. This is a very generalized item, but this is in particular for Aero's Glacial Cascade Elementalist build. The modifiers we're going for are +1 level of all spell skill gems, +1 level of all physical spell skill gems. Then we are going for a basic multi-mod. And then the last thing we're doing is just YOLO slamming it. There are more expensive ways to do this. I have written some written guides for these. So for anyone interested, this over here will be linked. There is a version for a budget version. There's one for a higher end version. And then there's one for the ultimate version where we're using recombinators. We're not going to be using recombinators today because recombinators suck and I hate them. So step one is we're going to alteration spam for +1 level of all spell skill gems. And this is about a 1 in 1,500 with augmentations. So strap in, I guess. Let's go level of all like this. Also, we're using this accumulator wand. For this super budget version of the build of this craft, the item level does not really matter that much. The lower the better is actually probably better. Here we go. Alteration spam. When we hit a suffix, we're going to augment because it gives us a chance to get the +1 all. I'm getting too old for freaking crafting +1s, man. Thrilling content. 37. Oh, okay, there's level of all fire spell, but we don't need fire. We need all. There is a way that you can get it with fossils, but then you end up with an item that's just like full of modifiers and I don't know, you have to like scour it down. You can't imprint it. Level up. Oh, we got it. We got it. That was so quick. Amazing. All right. Wow. Now, what we need to do is we need to create an imprint of this with a Crayisic Chimeral. These currently cost 35 chaos. We're not going to go for the imprint and all. What I want to do, because I'm cheap and lazy, is I want to imprint Regal on a suffix and then go counter roll attack mods Org Fizz. If we fail and it removes the +1 all, then we just go back to the imprint. There is a safer way of doing it where we could imprint this, annul the suffix, and then imprint it Regal and then annul. And then if we annul the prefix, we imprint, just repeat so that we just have a +1 all rare item. And then from there, we can do multi-mod, prefix going to be changed, counter roll attack mods, and then Org Fizz, and then you're guaranteed the +1 Fizz without the risk of losing the +1 all. But that's much more expensive. These are not too expensive, so I can just create an imprint. Okay, so we got an imprint. This only works for magic items. Now what I want to do is I want to Regal on a suffix. So we're going to Regal. We hit a prefix. I'm actually kind of glad about this. So what I want to do now is we're going to go back to the altar and then we're going to go prefix. No, I want to, where's my Farric Lynx Alpha? Oh yeah, it's in my stash. So we got these Farric Lynx Alphas, right? Farric Lynx Alpha. And what we're going to do is we're going to go prefix. So this is going to add a suffix and remove a prefix. We're hoping it removes the cold damage spells as a suffix. If it doesn't, it's okay. We've got our imprint. Okay, we are successful. So it kept our +1 all spells, and we have 2 suffixes. Now what we need to do is go to our hideout, and we're going to go cannot roll attack. Oh no, that's embarrassing. Nice, we got it. Okay, cannot roll attack modifiers, which costs 1 divine. Click. Now, next step is we go over to the Horticraft station and we're going to go add a physical modifier and remove a random modifier from a non-influenced item. So this could remove level of all spell skill gems. It's a 1 in 4. So if that happens, we have our imprint. We just click and hope. This guarantees +1 level of all spell skill gems. And there we go. We didn't get unlucky. So here is our +2. That doesn't work for all the elemental types, but for Fizz, it does. So now what we need to do is prefixes cannot be changed. 2 divines. Then we're going to go to our stash and we're going to scour. Here not, our item is safe. Next, we're going to go 3 crafted mods. And then, from my calculations, at least on PoB, it looked like the best things to craft, at least for this build, is cast speed, which costs an exalt that I do not have. Luckily, Faustus is here to save the day. And we're going to bench on spell damage and non-chaos as extra, like this. Got a low roll. And then cast speed. So tier 1 cast speed. Get that on. Got pretty bad rolls. And then the only other thing we can do on this like budget version of this craft is just YOLO slam. If we were going for a more expensive version, what we could have done before would have been a prefix cannot be changed, veiled exalt, unveil something, then multimod. We actually could have done that, but I'm a little bit stingy right now. I don't have a ton of currency. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this and pray. Can we hit critical strike multiplier? It's like a 1 in a bajillion. Fizz dot. Great. I mean, that's useful for someone, I guess, but this is my wand. So let's give it a little price check. Here's our little wand. It looks delicious. And he has, I think it's a he, because it's this shape. So last thing we need to do before we give this a price check is elemental damage per quality. That's why I got one with slightly higher quality. At least we're getting like 13% increased elemental damage on this. There are other quality types like crit chance per quality that just applies to attacks of the weapon, attack speed, area of effect could be decent, but I'm pretty sure this is going to be the best. So we do that. Now we give this guy a price check. So we've got, most important thing is the +2. And then the spell damage and the cast speed. So we can just see what this costs. About 12 divines. We definitely did not spend 12 divines on this. It could have been a bit more rough with the amount of alterations we used, but we got quite lucky with the alts. We got decently lucky when we were doing the beast stuff, but this is a rad little wand and a big upgrade to the build. So now we have a helmet, which I've lost it. I've lost my helmet. Help. Where's the helmet? Oh no. Did I accidentally delete it? Oh, there. Sorry. We've got our helmet. We got our wand. This is all written on the document. So if you want to follow along with the document, here it is. That's going to be it. Next up, we're going to craft some clusters. All right.